How's it going, Indie Jamz fam? It's your boy T. Back again. T is back. Tell a friend, you know, that whole thing. Aside from that, we've got yet more.
I just cringed so hard.
Stop that. We have yet another artist, independent artist. And I'll do liberty. I'll let him introduce himself. Go ahead. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself for the world of Indie Jamz.
Hi, I am Stanley Ray, and I am a musical artist. I'm 25 years old, and nice to meet you. I'm glad to be back on the show. Last time I was on here, I was 21, and I had just dropped my first album. Nobody knew who I was, and yeah, it's been 4 years now.
4 years. How would you describe that journey? Like, were there different arcs to it? How would you describe it?
Yeah, I've had my own fair share of obstacles. I've had ups and downs. I've had a pretty cool career so far. I'm still trying to get off the ground, but I mean, it's been a roller coaster ride for sure.
I completely understand you on that. Let's see, what do I want to... If anything, I want to get more into the interpersonals.
Okay.
For one, what's your story? How did you get started, and what was your defining point that told you wanted to make music?
I started when I was like 8 years old, and it started with just I didn't initially want to be famous, and that may sound weird, but when I was a kid, when I would walk around the house singing and like writing songs and recording myself singing, I did it just because I loved it. I didn't have the intention of like, oh, I want to be a superstar. It was just something that made my little heart happy. But when I turned 12, I kind of just realized one day, like, I think I want to do this professionally. And the rest is history. I did a lot of work. It took a lot of years of training, recording several demos throughout my teenage years, several demos, working on that stamina of being able to stay in the studio for hours and hours, even when I had to get up to go to school for the next day. Lots of intense training, and then before I knew it, I was 19, 20, recording my first record, and I dropped it when I was 21 when I moved to Cali, and the rest is history.
And you're in Cali?
I was. I'm not anymore.
Okay. What was that like? I've heard so many stories.
Crazy 2 years.
Crazy 2 years. You know, that makes sense, yeah?
That was a crazy 2 years. I lived in downtown LA, but it was some of the funnest 2 years of my life, too. I got to see my face on giant billboards. My debut single, the music video on YouTube, it hit its first 100K views in just like the first 8 or 9 months. I mean, like, it's a lot of different things. I loved it down there.
That's awesome. And
I became a background actor, too.
Background actor on top of it. Multifaceted. I like it.
Yep.
We have a song from you today called Attractive, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It has a double entendre. It's saying you're essentially attracted to someone. You like their vibe, you like their personality, you like their swag, but it's also saying they're like a magnet, and there's something about them that's pulling you to them. You don't know what it is, but you like it, and you don't want to be saved, and you want to see where it goes. So it's like, yeah, you're attractive all around.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait. I love multi-meaning songs and like double entendres. Oh, I'm excited to hear it. And y'all stay tuned because we're going to hear it later. We still have more questions. If you were doing anything other than music and entertainment, what would you be doing?
Probably just if I was doing something other than music, I would probably just be an actor.
Fall back on the other ones, yeah. You've been in the industry for it. That's awesome.
That's the only other thing I would love to do other than music. So, yeah.
What is the average day for you like?
When I'm not writing or recording, I'm practicing like constantly because I never had, even like back then when I did it, I never had like I was never like a boot camp. I never had a manager or agent. So like I kind of put myself through like my own little, I guess like intense training, I guess you could say. I'm like a big kid. I love to dance in front of the mirror when I'm alone in my room. So, even though that's something I do for fun, it's still a lot of practice for me. And that's me perfecting my stage presence and my stage persona. So like I zone out for like 6 hours every night and I'll just do that.
Oh, that's cool.
A lot of intense training.
What would you say is your favorite part of being an artist?
Just getting to do what I love. There's beauty in creative control and creative freedom. I just love making music that I'm happy with and hopefully that the world is happy with too. And
what is your least favorite?
Probably the criticism that comes with from time to time. I've been vocal before in interviews about like, you know, my music isn't considered cool or trendy because I don't make trap music and I don't rap. But like I said, I make music that I'm happy with, and you kind of have to just have tough skin and overlook that and just trust that your music is good enough. And there's people that will love you.
As you should. Because there are a lot of creators in the world and a lot of people make a lot of different music, and to write it off is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of like blend in with your peers when you don't sound like everybody else or look like everybody else. You know, but like I said, I just, over time, I hope that my fan base continues to grow and they love me for who I am. I don't have to be like anybody else.
That's right. Do you collab with other artists?
I have not yet, and I've gotten that question pretty often. And there's no particular reason why I haven't. I just haven't yet. But it's not that I'm not open to it. The right artist hasn't really come along yet, I guess. I mean, I'm sure it'll happen in all due time, though.
I totally understand that, because having to have work with people, it happens. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, and I'm kind of difficult to work with because of how I record. Like, I don't go the easy route where I use auto-tune to fix mistakes. I'm the type that'll like re-sing a line over and over again, even if it takes me like 4 hours for like one line. And people get impatient. I've experienced that in the past. So I learned early that like, I can't really work with anybody else. I have to kind of just be solo. That's probably another reason why it hasn't happened, because if I'm in the studio with somebody collabing on a song, they'd probably be ready to walk out after so long. So, you know what I mean?
I understand that. I totally get that. But yeah, you make it like you look for perfection. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, so does that mean you have someone who specifically records you?
I'm sorry.
Like an engineer that's involved?
Oh no, I mix all my own music.
Artist, engineer, and producer.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't really credit myself for the producer part. I probably should start doing that, but I do mix all my own music. The only thing I don't do is produce in terms of like making the beats. I can't take credit for that. Someone else does that.
Do you have a specific person that makes your beats?
I do, yes. His name is Kaiser on the beat. Shout out to him. He knows who he is if he's listening. And if I don't go to him to custom make my beats, I lease them off of YouTube or buy them exclusively from like different producers.
Okay. That's the way to do it. But shout out to him. All right, producers in the building. All right.
Yeah, he's dope.
Speaking of, because we had mentioned your least favorite part in the criticism and hoping to reach out to fans. How can people find you?
I'm on YouTube. My music is available everywhere. But if you want to connect with me on social media, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram at The Real Baby Boy. And my Facebook is just Stanley Ray.
Stanley Ray. Do you have any events coming up in the future?
We're still working on that. In terms of like performing live in my Christmas album, I'm going in like in the next couple weeks. I want to drop it this year on my birthday, so I'm really excited about that. I've always wanted to do a Christmas album, so I am super excited about that. Oh,
that's going to be cool. Christmas albums are like historical.
Yes, I mean, it's kind of early in my career, but I was like, what the heck, why not?
Hey, you never know. The next big hit comes out of nowhere, and it comes when you least expect it.
Oh, you're telling me this album has given me success that I never saw coming.
That is awesome. How do you interact and respond to fans? Like,
in what way?
Like I guess we did put your Instagram for that also promotes you being as an artist. If someone messages that, is that a good way to get a hold of you? Or say, for example, someone wanted to get a feature or work with you or get in the studio with you, how would they get in contact with you?
Yeah, they can DM me on Instagram directly, or Facebook Messenger is another way.
Facebook and Instagram, y'all. Facebook and Instagram. Good way to reach out. I love promoting the crossing of artistries and things like that. As well, I'm an artist myself, so who knows? I'm gonna listen to your stuff after this, and definitely like what I hear. Definitely.
Sweet.
But I believe we are at time for our song. If you want to do the honors of introducing it to everyone, and lastly, any shout outs you want to give.
Yeah, the shout outs first to my siblings, Brylan and Leah. I love you guys. To my mom. And I am Stanley Ray. This is my first single off of my recent album, This Is Me, called Attractive. I hope you all like it.
All right, everybody. We've had Stanley Ray on the air with the song Attractive. Hope you all enjoy.
Another one?
Yep.
Let's go.
Know what's wrong with me? What could this be? Someone help, I can't explain this feeling. There's a hold on me, and I don't wanna be free. I think I'm falling in love finally. I'm putting both of my knees and both of my feet. I can't even think, what are you doing to me? Lord, why am I so easy? You really got me feeling, and now I can't stop cheesing. Damn you. I'm falling for you. Now what you wanna do? I'm waiting, honestly. The way you lie stays on my mind, and now I know why. It's 'cause you're so attractive. 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 It's 'cause you're so attractive. 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 A magnet. I've just got to have it. Boy, you're such a savage. I love the way you're swagging, the way your pants are sagging. Boy, you're the whole package. You're not a guy who's average. No, never ever lacking. Show me what you got, boy. Take me to the top, boy. You got me feeling hot, boy. I'm out of my mind. As long as you can please me, I swear I'm never leaving. You top while I'm receiving. I just might let you eat me. I'm falling for you. Now what you wanna do? I'm waiting, honestly. The way you lie stays on my mind, and now I know why. It's 'cause you're so attractive. 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 It's 'cause you're so attractive. 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 Look at what you've done, babe. You love me in a special way. You give me sunnier days. You always know just what to say. Thanks to your magnetic charm, the way you hold me in your arms makes me feel safe and warm. I'm far away from harm. Falling for you. Falling for you. Falling for you. Falling for you. I'm falling for you. Now what you wanna do? I'm waiting, honestly. The way you lie stays on my mind, and now I know why. It's 'cause you're so attractive. 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 It's 'cause you're so attractive. 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 It's 'cause you're so attractive. 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 It's 'cause you're so attractive. attractive, attractive, attractive.